Imagine a scenario where the leader of a nation uses federal power not just to enforce laws, but to target political adversaries under the guise of immigration enforcement. Sounds like the plot of a political thriller, right? But here's the reality. This is happening in the United States today, and it's sparking heated debates across the country. At the center of this controversy is former President Donald Trump, who has set his sights on so-called sanctuary cities. As part of what critics describe as an effort to settle political scores and assert dominance over Democratic-led municipalities. While immigration is often cited as the justification, experts argue that this isn't solely about border control or national security. It's also about leveraging federal authority to reshape urban governance according to Trump's vision. This week, U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi sent letters to dozens of local governments nationwide, warning them of potential consequences if they fail to align with the administration's immigration policies. These consequences include criminal charges against city leaders and the withholding of vital federal funding. The message is clear. Cooperate with Trump's deportation agenda or face the repercussions. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this really about enforcing immigration laws? Or is there something deeper at play? Critics believe that the administration is exploiting immigration as a pretext to punish cities that have resisted Trump's broader political objectives. For instance, Washington, D.C. recently became a flashpoint when the administration moved to take over its police force, overriding local leadership. This action has already prompted legal challenges, with opponents arguing that such measures infringe upon states' rights and local autonomy. And this is the part most people miss. The strategy outlined by Bondi doesn't stop with D.C. It's part of a larger campaign aimed at Democratic-run cities across the United States. From Baltimore to Oakland, from Los Angeles to Chicago, mayors are being put on notice that their cities could be next in line for intervention. Bondi made this explicit during an interview with Fox News, stating bluntly that local officials must adhere to federal immigration policies or risk prosecution. What does this mean for sanctuary cities financially? According to Bondi's letter, the Trump administration plans to scrutinize how federal funds are allocated, tying grants and contracts to compliance with immigration-related conditions. This tactic isn't entirely new. During his first term, Trump attempted to implement similar measures through the Department of Justice grant programs. However, those efforts faced significant legal hurdles and were bogged down in court for years. The real question is whether this renewed push will succeed or backfire. Cities weren't backing down without a fight. Leaders like Bruce Harrell, the mayor of Seattle, have vowed to maintain their status as welcoming cities, emphasizing inclusivity while preparing to defend their policies in court. Similarly, Brandon Scott, the mayor of Baltimore, declared on a recent press call that he and other mayors stand united in resisting any attempts to impose federal control over their communities. If history serves as a guide, these clashes between state and federal authorities won't end anytime soon. Legal battles loom large, and tensions are likely to escalate further if Trump follows through on threats to deploy troops to these cities. Such actions would undoubtedly provoke outrage among residents and lawmakers alike, raising questions about the limits of executive power and the balance between federal oversight and local self-governance. So where does this leave us? With a president willing to wield federal resources as tools of political retribution and cities determined to protect their independence, the stage is set for one of the most contentious showdowns in modern American politics. Do you think Trump's approach is justified, or does it represent an overreach of presidential authority? Share your thoughts in the comments below. This conversation is far from over.